I'm going to call the meeting to order. It's the regular meeting of the Easton Housing Authority, December 10th, 2024. Roll call, Commissioner Tebow.
Here.
Commissioner Burrows.
Here.
Commissioner Paquin. Here. Commissioner Chris Sheedy.
Here.
Commissioner Dennis Sheedy is present. And Executive Director Steiger is present. This meeting is in-person meeting and it is being recorded by ECAT. Agenda item number 1, public hearing for fiscal year 2025-2026 annual plan and capital improvement plan for approval. Any comments, Kathy?
No, there
Nothing
were no
received?
public comment. Nope, nothing was received.
For the boards, just a reminder, you received this in October. There's a 45-day comment period. It's been posted on the website. It's been posted. It's probably in here somewhere.
And at the town hall.
We have to give the public a chance to provide comment on it, and no comment has been received by the authority.
I'll make a motion that we approve the plan for submission.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Tebow, a second by Commissioner Burrows. Any further discussion on the fiscal 25 and 26 annual plan and capital improvement plan? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 2, warrant for November in the amount of $290,545.44.
I make a motion, we approve the warrant for November 2024 in the amount of $290,445.44.
I'll second that.
I have a motion by Commissioner Burrows, a second by Commissioner Sheedy. Just a correction that was $295.45. Don, I believe you said $445 and 44 cents.
Yeah.
Any discussion regarding the warrant for November?
Just one question, Kathy. It looks like you have one landlord here that you paid twice and then you credited twice, and I don't see them listed anywhere else down the line. Are they, so,
There are a few Avalons. There's Avalon Bay, there's Avalon Bay Communities, there's quite a few
Okay.
different Avalons.
so we do have other Avalons,
Yes.
but not this one? Okay.
Correct, yep.
The inspection sticker for the truck, is there work to be done to get it inspected, or
No.
is that the price for a truck inspection?
That's the inspection sticker on the truck. It's
Wow.
on the dually. That's considered a
Commercial,
commercial. Yeah.
Any further discussion or questions regarding the November warrant? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 3, the October financial statements. Anything you'd like to point out to us, Kathy?
We did have to buy wall ovens for our handicap units. So those are probably, I'm not sure if Dan's gonna put them under appliances or under the rehab of apartments. We had some discussion on that. I'm not sure how that's gonna go yet because the wall ovens for the handicap units were about $10,000 for 2 of them.
Are they pulled down doors or swing?
I believe they're pulled down. We still have them in the shop. We haven't opened them up yet.
Do you know what the requirement is? Do you have to have, obviously you can't have a board underneath, does it have to be?
Right, they're the wall oven stuff. They go right in the wall.
Yeah.
The cooktops are separate, so this is just the wall oven.
Yeah, but when you take the stuff out, where are you putting it?
What do you mean?
If you take something hot out of the oven,
On the counter. Yeah, I think right next to, it's whatever the setup is now. They did the exact same measurements that are currently in those wheelchair units.
I think it's more along the lines of the height off the floor type of thing.
very expensive oven.
Yeah, the wall ovens for the handicap, yeah,
Yeah.
they're
The
big.
the cooktops are even worse, I think.
Yeah, they're very expensive.
I mean, I
Yeah.
buy a lot, but it just seems expensive.
And we get them from, the place on Wood Road, New England Appliance.
I know what you're saying, but I think you can't, at this point, you're not redesigning the
The
kitchen.
kitchen to,
Yeah,
Not yet,
it's coming.
yeah.
yeah, because I had to use the swing ones, because you can't reach over a
They
hot
might be
door.
this, I haven't seen them, because they're still
But they're
packaged.
hard to find, they're not
Yeah,
easy to
that
find,
too.
and that might be your cost
Mm-hmm.
factor. Someplace in New Hampshire we used to get them, I forget where. Any other concerns, questions regarding the October financial statements? If not, I would entertain a motion to accept and put on file.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Commissioner Chris Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Tebow. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 4, minutes of the September 12th, 2024 meeting for approval.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of the September 12th, 2024 meeting.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Chris Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Burrows. Any discussion or concerns? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 5, minutes of the October 8th, 2024 meeting for approval.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of the October 8th, 2024 meeting.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Chris Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Burrows. Any further discussion and or concerns? She does a nice job, Kathy.
Yeah, she does. She apologizes for him being a little later. Dad's been pretty sick, though. I told her there were no worries.
No, because you don't want to try and replace that.
No.
Hearing no concerns, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
I'll abstain, I was not present.
That's 4 ayes and 1 abstain.
Yep.
Agenda item number 6, fish number 088080, change order number 6, sash stock in the amount of $8,633.11.
I know at the last meeting there were some questions. I've got answers. There are 9 different window designs. So they did 2 each for each window design of extra sash stock. Because there's 9 different types of windows.
And that's the 18.
That's why, yeah,
Okay. So that's the stock.
correct. And that's what our maintenance guys thought was a good number, to have 2 extra sash per window style.
Well, there's an upper and a lower as well.
Hmm?
It says there's an upper and a lower as well, which are
Yep.
different.
Yes.
I will make a motion that we approve change order number 6 for project number 088080, in the amount of $8,633.11 for added sash stock.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Chris Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Burrows. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That is unanimous. Fish numbers, I should know this fish number by now, 088080, change order number 7, asbestos abatement in the amount of $125,452.19.
I'll make a motion that we approve change order number 7 for project 088080 for asbestos abatement in the amount of $125,452.19.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Christian Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Burrows. Any further discussion?
I have a concern. The way this is presented, I've never seen it, first off, it's that this construction company is not being asked to detail what labor they're being put in there, and it looks like that's all we are paying for is, is it gonna be 5 guys working 40 hours a week for 5 weeks? Usually this is, a change order like this is backed up with substantial details on how they negotiated this $98,740 for one abatement.
It's the abatement company that the Department of Housing wants used apparently. That they've, DDC put together the paperwork for them, but it's not, from my understanding, one of his particular subs.
It's usually not.
Yeah.
It's a separate company altogether.
It was the same when we did a lease. The department hired them.
And where it says quantity 1, it just means it's one job. They're not saying per unit.
Correct.
No, one job, but every time I see this one job, and there'd be a lot of man hours in there. There may be, obviously there should be some equipment, storage, whatever, overhead.
The abatement, right now, they're doing vestibules. They're starting with just the vestibules. It's a day of a unit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just saying, I've never seen a work order like this, not for this, not this substantial, not a change order without details. It's just $98,740. And that's how many days is it gonna take them? Are they asking for any extended time? No, I guess not.
No, they just have the man hours and the labor up at the top.
Oh, there is, okay.
Yeah,
No,
it
but
has
that's like,
40 hours carpenter, 80 hours laborer.
that's 10,000. Blinds, 1,600, okay, so there's some detail. And then the abatement, 98,740. I don't know, so what is that? The stuff they throw in bags and ship out to Ohio, or?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's the process
They
too,
put it in
and
the
whatever
same-
they have
put
to
it in the same
use.
dumpster.
It's putting up all the
Yeah, the
enclosures
sheeting.
and the
Yeah.
framing.
Tag it, it goes in the same dumpster, same landfill.
Bag and tag it.
Same dumpster, same landfill.
And it's so minimal, but it unfortunately has to be done. There's 2% in the joint compound.
Yeah, no, I know it probably has to be done,
Yeah.
that's fine, they did the reading and,
I'm just surprised nobody brought up the lead paint thing either, you know what I mean?
I don't think it pertains to these units.
Well, they don't, but if you have a grandchild or somebody that visits so many hours a week or so many, there's that stipulation as well. So I'm just throwing it out there, they're worried about, asbestos, but they're not worried about, the lead paint that they're gonna contaminate.
Well, they contain it all, much as they do with the asbestos. I mean,
Same deal with the asbestos, that's my
Yeah.
point, and we
Yeah.
work in this stuff all the time, and you just
Yeah.
deal with it, you clean it up, not at the tune of $125,000.
But this is to do how many units?
80,
80 units.
yeah.
no, it might be a perfectly legitimate, quote. I mean, I'm not saying that, I don't know anything about it.
This does
but-
not include the hygienist, though.
But when I
who's
pick up
gonna
my
come in
car and they
test
charge me
after the fact.
$1,000.
Correct, that hasn't,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's
They
usually
got
your
a big long
cost.
list of what they did, what they're gonna do.
That's housing authorities.
I didn't on Eisenhower, they covered that as well.
Yeah, ask them on
We'll
that.
see what happens with that.
Maybe it's not your cost, but it's definitely your responsibility to hire the hygienist. It's not provided with the asbestos abatement company.
That's, so the motion's
Separate.
been made and seconded, that was my concern, it just didn't seem to be detailed enough. And I would lay that on the architect. Architect is supposed to be negotiating on our behalf and making them prove their numbers.
This one's a call of the department though,
The department should be doing it on our behalf.
yeah.
Whoever is doing it should be saying, hey, how'd you come up with this number?
I wish I could give quotes like that.
What's that?
So I wish I could give quotes.
Quotes, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you give a quote and you're gonna build a porch, right, you tell them
What do you do?
every piece that's going into that. So it's just a very unusual form.
Yeah, well, I know they've changed some of this in Cap Hub, because we used to get that whole form that came out. Now we're not getting it until it's actually fully executed with the board vote.
What I'm talking about though has nothing to do with Cap Hub. This DDD
Yeah.
construction, they're the ones who are giving the quote, and it would be much more detailed than
They're
this.
making
Right,
10
but then
copies.
the architect is Studio Umbra, who's approving what the contractor is saying.
That's what I'm saying, based
Yeah.
upon what?
He's the architect. If I knew that, I'd be an architect, and I certainly wouldn't be a director.
But he has made a few mistakes already.
Yes,
hasn't
he has, but
So why are we trusting him?
who are we gonna call? I mean, the department hires him. They determine who you're gonna have as the architect.
That's all
I'm
back to the
relying on the
department. I'll make a
department.
motion that we approve the change order with the final approval of the department. I mean, I understand they do come down and do it, but this is, at my house, I would never do this. Guy came out and said, hey, I'm gonna do, you know, this kind of work. Geez, what are you gonna do?
The flip side, if we sent this to the department, they'd send it back. What is it?
Who is this, Sean, that's on this job?
Sean started it. Truthfully, my guy is now out on maternity leave, so I don't know who we have.
Who's gone?
One of the guys is out on maternity leave, the new guy that we just had.
No, the new Sean Keating?
No, Sean Keating's great. Sean Keating's just like, get this moving.
Okay.
No, Sean's very good.
It's about somebody that's taken Sean's place?
I don't know who's doing anything up there anymore. Honestly. I had to beg to get the money for Verika, finally, after sitting there since July for those stoops. Because they don't have enough staffing, was the memo that was released. So it's futile right now,
I mean,
truthfully.
we could ask DDC and Studio Umbra to give us a more detailed change order.
Well, I think
It's probably not gonna change the cost at all,
yeah.
but it'd give you more detail.
The problem is, if you look at Kathy's report, they want it to start December 16th, right?
Mhm.
If they can't do that, then we're probably gonna, they'll leave. We
It's
don't-
gonna stall the job. They've already started even before it was approved, based on the department saying,
It's gonna happen.
just do it. I mean, they cover the cost of it. The department, granted,
That's
it's
what I'm saying, so
Yeah.
I amended the motion to say,
Yeah.
I
with final
recommend
department
that we,
approval.
with final department approval,
Mhm.
since they're paying for it.
So we have amended the motion by Mr. Tebow. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Commissioner Christiane Sheedy. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 8, request to close the office December 26th and 27th. Staff to use vacation days.
That is totally, up to the board. Staff does have vacation time they can use.
Do you have a half a
Fridays.
day on the
On
Christmas
Fridays.
Eve?
Yes, and then Fridays, we only work till 1. So that's why I didn't know. That obviously, a maintenance guy would be on call, and if the board doesn't see fit to approve it, we do have staff that will come in.
I mean, realistically, nobody's gonna be getting a whole hell of a lot done anyway.
Yeah, I have no problem having them use their time at this time, a great time to use their time. As Commissioner Paquin said, I don't see it being a very busy time, other than going to fix stoves that broke.
But they're gonna be on call for that
Yeah.
anyway.
Yes, and typically it's very quiet. I mean, even after Thanksgiving, it's very quiet around here.
Good time to use vacation.
Thank you.
You want a motion on that?
Yes, please.
I'll make a motion to approve that the office is closed for December 26th and 27th, and the staff will be using their vacation days for that day and a
Yes.
half.
Do you have a second?
Second?
We have a motion by Commissioner Christiane Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Tebow. Any further discussion regarding the offices being closed for the 26th and 27th?
Yeah, do you know if they're gonna be doing construction over here? Are they gonna be working on the windows and stuff in either one of those days?
They may be, because
Yeah,
they're in
and-
common areas.
And so somebody from maintenance will have to be there as accompanying?
No, not on the
Yeah.
common areas, that's only if they're in a unit, they won't be inside units, they're only on common areas.
Okay.
And those are not locked. And then they have, both myself and Dan's cell phone numbers, if there were ever an issue, they could get us. I don't know if they'll be here those days, truthfully, I don't know.
Okay.
Just a quick general question, when you guys say use vacation days, you guys have vacation hours or is it days? Like,
Days,
in other words, can somebody take like a half day or
yeah,
whatever and kind of
Yes.
use like 4 hours or whatever
Yes.
it is?
yeah,
Is that the smallest increment and a half?
half day, yeah,
Okay.
in
That's
accordance
kind
with
of,
the
I
new
wasn't sure if it
personnel
was an
policy.
hourly thing or if
Yeah.
it was, okay, gotcha.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
Opposed? That is unanimous. Enjoy your holidays, and tell the staff to enjoy them too. Agenda item number 9, the Executive Director's Report.
It's lovely to see so few vacants.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it is. And 103, we're just waiting for those windows to be changed out, and then maintenance will get in there, and we'll get that unit moving as well.
So that one, the windows throughout will be changed, or before you turn it
Yes,
over? Or
because that was the trial unit.
that's the trial, so
It
they're
still
all
has the
done
other-
now, or did they just do one window?
No, they did the two.
They did the two?
Yeah, so they're gonna fix those.
Are they gonna completely finish that unit before you lease it, or is somebody?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Any further discussion regarding the Executive Director's Report? And if not, I would entertain a motion to accept and put on file.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Burrows, a second by Commissioner Chris Sheedy. Any discussion, any further concerns? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 10, questions and concerns. It's open to the public. Yes, sir.
This goes back quite a few years. They put in lighting poles over where I am in the Lee Circle. But there's one end on the end of my building, which is building 9. The setting is there, the wires are there, it's covered with a plastic bucket, but they never put a pole or a post there. And it's really totally black there. So is there ever gonna be a light installed since they wired it when they did the one in front of my house, but they never put a pole or a light on the other end?
I don't know the answer to that, but we could look into it, and we could also put a spotlight at that end of the building, at least a
I mean,
motion
it is totally, when I say totally black, you walk up, there's no light.
Okay,
Good idea. When did they put the other light in?
I wanna say maybe 5 years ago,
Okay,
maybe longer, maybe 8,
longer, that wasn't
maybe
during my time.
8 years ago.
okay.
But the other one is wired, and they put a black plastic bucket over it to keep people away from the wires. But there's no pole and no light.
And they did the wiring, because I know there's one here like that, but the wires are all corroded underground, so.
No, the wires,
There's no
I mean, I don't
They
take
did
the
the
bucket off,
wiring
but
then?
the wires are there, and they got caps on them, everything, so I believe
Okay.
it's live.
We'll look into
They
that.
just never put a pole or
Okay.
lights.
Alrighty, you could have called me at that one. I wouldn't have gone up and taken a look. No problem. Okay.
Barbara? How are you?
Evening. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Sorry, just a minute. One thing I wanted to ask, they painted all the sidewalks, so that the parking is correct, and it's really cleaned it up a lot. But the path that goes from the island here to the walkway in front of my house and the other houses there, the ramp was painted halfway, and I can't see, and I use my light I use the yellow edges of the lawn to walk, to guide where I walk. And when I come to that, that walkway only goes halfway. I mean, it's only painted halfway. If you could finish painting just that little bit, it would help me to see the walk better.
I'll have to come up there and see where you're talking, because I don't know.
It's right where the cars all parked if they want to visit somebody. It's in front of.
Oh, the drop area?
Yeah, right at that. The end.
Where the-
All cars. and
Where
then
the orange
walk.
cone is?
I'm sorry,
Where that orange cone is?
I didn't notice a cone. Is there a cone there?
Yeah, where the drain is.
Where the drain, okay.
That's probably why they didn't paint just right there, because that's not very,
Painted down the bottom, but the top of the ramp is, there's nothing around it except sidewalks.
all right, I'll take a look at that.
It's.
We got the new striper machine, if it can be done, it can be done, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it helps me to see
mhm,
that part. The next one.
Did you do the curbs with the
yeah,
striper machine?
There might be a reason, or it might
yeah,
have been
I
an
don't
omission.
know, yeah.
Bad weather or something.
It could have been a car park there when they had the machine out,
That's what I was thinking.
and they just never got back to it.
Or it's gonna rain or something.
Yeah, I'm
When are they
thinking,
going to start putting in the windows?
I don't know yet.
Okay. So you're just doing the hallways now,
Right now, that's what that notice was that went out last week.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. I haven't been around for a while, so I need to know. Oh. I can't read my writing, sorry. That's all, thank you. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Merry
Okay.
Christmas to you also.
Any other questions, concerns? Well, on behalf of the board, I would like to wish you all a happy holiday season, a safe season. Please reach out if you need anything. Kathy will take care of you.
I'll give you Dennis's phone number.
And that you have a happy new year. We are going to set the next meeting for January 14th, 2025.
I did have one, not the one that I wrote, but someone had told me that they can't have parties or gatherings with family or anything anymore. Is that true?
She wants to know family gatherings in the
Like I
Rec
had
center.
a party one time, and I had an Irish party, and I was delighted. We cleaned up everything. You can't do that anymore here?
You can do that, but if people come in and want to participate, you
I
have to.
understand that.
Yeah.
Most of them don't do that. They're very kind,
Mhm.
very polite.
Yeah,
Okay, so you can still do that if you
Yeah.
wish. Okay, thank you.
you do have to check in with the office, though.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, you have to book the time.
Right,
Yeah, I
and sign the
understand that.
paperwork.
All right, does the 14th work for everybody? Is that?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Works for me.
Yeah, all righty.
Sorry, put it down on the book.
All righty. With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Chris Ann Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Tebow. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? That is unanimous.